What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Three-Man Broadcaster. I'm your host, Paintball Falcon, bringing you guys my review on the latest movie, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles of 2014. Now, this was, I think, a remake of the first Ninja Turtle movie before they had all the CGI, and I do have to say this is a major upgrade from that movie. I did enjoy this one more than I did those. I did watch the other ones as a kid. I don't remember much of those movies. But from what I can remember, I think this one's a lot better due to the illustration of these Ninja Turtles. A lot of people were skeptical going in to watch this movie because they were being judgmental about the fact that the turtles didn't look like Ninja Turtles. It looked like some burn victims or some kind of random mutation. And really, they are mutations. They're mutation of turtles, and of course, they're not going to look like anything beautiful, anything cute. They're mutations. They're not going to be anything attractive. But a lot of people might have been thinking this movie was going to be bad because Michael Bay was directing it or because Megan Fox was in it. But Megan Fox, I have to say, she was looking gorgeous in this movie. She always looks gorgeous, and that's my thing with her, is that she's mainly a model. To me, she's not really a good actor because she just doesn't seem like she's really into it. She just seems like she's more there for looks, not really to act. And I mean, she did play her role pretty well of April in the film. And the story basically goes on to explain how the turtles were born. And it started out like they were found in the street somewhere that April found these turtles. She brought them back to her dad, and then they did experiments with these turtles because they were trying to. Her dad was trying to create this antivirus to fight back against this disease that had spread out throughout the town. So they were using these turtles as the test subjects. They injected these turtles with what they called mutagen, and that was basically the cure for this disease. And one of the scientists wanted to sabotage the whole thing, so April's dad then went and burned down the lab. April was so careful that she actually saved the animals that were contained in this lab. She saved the rat that they call Splinter, and she saved all 4 of the Ninja Turtles. And basically, they mutated. She put them in the sewer. They mutated, and Splinter, the rat, actually grew up into a humanoid figure. And he basically raised these turtles to be more of actual people. And he trained them after he trained himself how to do martial arts and all this karate stuff. And he trained himself how to use different types of weapons. And he then taught it to the turtles. And I, for one, thought this movie was all right. It wasn't the best movie I've ever seen. If it's around your area and it's like $4 or $7, then go see it. I'm all for it. But if it's worth $10, I would not recommend anyone go see it because I did not enjoy it that much for it to be worth $10. But the overall plot of the story, I thought it was pretty good. Shredder is the enemy, the antagonist in this whole movie, and he wanted to he wanted to kill the turtles, basically. He wanted to spread his disease so then he could use that mutagen that he gained from the turtles to use that to gain a profit off of it, because everyone was going to want the antidote. So he wanted to spread this virus out throughout the city, and then the other scientist that was going to sabotage the lab then decided he was going to give out the cure and get really rich off of it, as if he wasn't rich already. But he wanted to be more rich is all. I mean, everybody wants more money. But I mean, the fight scenes in this movie, the fight scenes were quite detailed. Some of the fight scenes I was a little skeptical about because they weren't you couldn't see what was going on really. It was more in the darkness. You really couldn't tell. And I understand the turtles aren't supposed to be seen, and they ended up not getting spotted throughout the whole movie. Surprisingly, basically, this whole movie was overall it was okay. If I had to give it a rating out of 10, it'd be like a 6, a solid 6, just because all the elements were not there. Michael Bay didn't have that many explosions. There was an explosion when Shredder jumped in through the sewers. They found the turtles, and they pretty much set Megan Fox up. They set her up. They gave her this card that was pretty much a tracker, and then she went and found Splinter. Or Splinter wanted the turtles to go find her, bring her back to the sewers. She went, and that tracker that she had gotten had led the antagonist down to the sewers. They blew up their little hideout, and basically they just sabotaged their entire home. So Master Splinter had to fight Shredder, and that was a pretty good fight. I will admit that was one of the good fights in the whole movie. And then, of course, Shredder he didn't destroy Splinter, but at one point he did get the upper hand, and he did do a number on Splinter, and it was pretty intense. And what you guys can see here is actually the scientist that I've been talking about who wanted to sabotage the lab, but he didn't actually get to. He wanted to gain a lot of money off of that cure, and it was pretty much, there was some things that could have did work. Like, there was a scene where this guy right here, he had a weapon. He could have shot he could have shot Megan Fox and the other guy she was with at any moment, but he just, I guess, was firing off random shots, just scare them so they wouldn't move, so he could get what he needed and get out of there. He wasn't really intending to kill them. And as you can see in this scene is when Shredder had busted in and messed up their home and beat up the Turtles. And at the end of the movie, you see the Turtles actually fight Master Splinter, or Shredder, sorry, and they get their asses handed to him. And Raphael actually says something about that. He says, "We're getting our asses kicked. We can't do anything to this guy." So then they use this childish tactic as once when they were kids, and it actually works. And I just don't see how that would have really done much of damage, but it actually did. But thanks for all watching this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, please rate that thumbs up button. If you have any comments or questions, then please leave them in the comment section below. And please subscribe to our channel and spread the word about our channel. And on that note, this has been your broadcast.